But for now, let's just get started. I'd like you to maybe go with me. So if you could sign in to your own Trengo account, we can do the steps together. I'll give you just a couple of seconds to get logged in. And then you can navigate to settings. Well, okay. I think everybody has been signed up right now. Let's just get started. If you go to the settings of your Trengo account on the left side, within automation, you can see Widget Automation. This is the part where we will be working from today. So just click on it and the next screen will open. Well, in my example, we have one greeting ready. But yeah, you can have as many as you like. So yeah, this one is in a demonstration account. So it's only been sent out 80 times. But yeah, let's just, before creating a new one, go through the settings. With this greeting, you can see it's published, so it will be shown. And you can see who will send it. And in this case, it will be Team Trengo. Next, we also measure the statistics. So you can see how often the widget or the greeting has popped up. So this one has been sent 80 times. Out of these 80 times, 64% people have clicked on the greeting. So they use the greeting to open the chat. And 41% has actually replied to the greeting. So they started a chat out of the greeting. And 3% has closed the widget or the greeting. Well, it was last sent 3 days ago, so I'm supposed our last demonstration has been 3 days ago, and it has been created 1 month ago. So if I go to our demonstration website, slash demo, and I'll just give it a couple of seconds. I don't know exactly how we configured this one. But then you can see here it is. This is the greeting. This means I've opened the greeting. And if I start typing right now, this means I've actually reacted to the greeting. So if I refresh this will show 81, and the percentages will maybe be a little different. Yeah, that's about it for the statistics. So it's pretty easy to measure how successful a greeting is, like if it's sent very often or how often it's sent, and yeah, how many reactions have came upon the greeting. So it's a good way to even track the success of your promotional pop-ups. But let's just get started by creating one. And that can be done pretty easy by clicking on Add Greeting. For the people that just entered, I would like to suggest you to do the steps together with me. So you can log into Trengo, and then you can navigate to settings, and on the left side in automation, you can find widget automation. This way we can do the steps together, and it helps you to learn. So let me know if you're up this way, so I can give you a couple of seconds to get logged in. Yeah, I'm guessing you might be there. If not, please let me know so I can give you a couple of more seconds. But yeah, starting with the first greeting. The first step is basically creating or deciding who will send the greeting. So you can choose whether it will be a complete team, one specific user, or maybe a random user. So every time the greeting shows up, it's a different user from a specific team, or just any title you would like. Yeah, for now, let's just pick a team. So just a team of people, and I can choose which team I would like to send the greeting. So today, team sales. And here you can see in the example, team sales, 3 people will will send the greeting. But I can also pick like maybe a user, and I can say, hey, I will send the greeting, and that way my name and my picture will be shown. But I can even pick a custom title, so I can maybe say, oh, I pressed the buttons. Tamara will send a greeting, or maybe Trengo, or whatever you like. You can give it any title. But I like the team, so let's go with team sales today. And I can just enter the message I will be sending out. So, hey, can I help you with Trengo? Well, this message is now a standard in English, but I can add any language I would like. So maybe I can add Dutch, and I say, hi, and wait, I can add as many languages as I would like to. I can even pick which one will be shown in default. Normally the language will be shown is based upon the end customer's browser settings. So for example, if my browser would have been Dutch, the message in Dutch would have popped up. But since I'm working in an English browser, normally the English message will be shown. And if I'm working in a browser with a language that is not in my translation, so maybe if I use a French browser right now, it still will show the English message. So that's why you can pick the default language. It's like the language it shows when, yeah, for foreigners, basically for people with a language that is not added to the widget. So once you've picked your message and you set your languages and your team or your user, you can go to the next step, and that is picking who will see the greeting. We have numerous variables for this. First, the most easy one is just everyone. So the message will be shown always, no matter how the customer reaches out to you or how long he is on the website. But you can also pick a specific audience based on certain conditions. So, for example, I can pick the visitor last seen less than 1 day ago. So maybe if he visits the website for the second time, so if he's been there yesterday, for example, you can say, hey, visitor last seen less than 2 days ago, so I want him to be here yesterday as well. You can even pick more than 2 days ago, if you say like, hey, he has been there before yesterday or any day before, it doesn't matter. I would like to show this greeting. I can pick last conversation, so target people that have already reached out to you via the website chat. Also have the options to go for like less or more than 1 day ago. So maybe if I spoke to someone yesterday, so which is less than a day ago, I would like to give him a special offer. Or if I have spoken to the customer more than a week ago, I would like to give him a special offer to make sure he stays with us, for example. So that way you're very flexible. Total visits means how many pages he has seen. So that can be equal, so it can be exactly 6 visits. maybe less than 6 visits, or if you would like people that browse to your website or visit your website very often, you can give like more than 6 or whatever, 5, 4, 3, more than 1 visit is also a possibility. So the second time someone goes to a page or goes to your website, you would like to give him a special offer, for example. Total page views is the pages he views during one visit. So if I go to the website right now and I go to like trengo.com, and next I go to like the website page, and next I go to maybe the WhatsApp page, I would like to get a greeting. So that's the total page views. And here as well, I can say if it has to be more or less than or equal a certain number of visits. UTM source, UTM campaign, UTM medium term content. If you're using, for example, Google advertisements, you can choose people that click on a certain ad which belongs to a certain campaign, or people who have searched you based on a certain search term, or based on the contents. You can give them a special offer. So maybe you can have like a running advertisement campaign that says, hey, 25% off, which can be shown in Google. And then if people use that link, you can even target them a little more for with a specialized greeting, like, hey, remember the offer, start a conversation to offer, or give them maybe even a code, like a full promotion code they can use within their shopping cart before they want to pay. So that's with the UTM possibilities. Referral URL, if you work with refer websites, people that have your website on their website, you can use that one. Is a mobile device, so you can switch, like have a different greeting for people that use a mobile phone, because nowadays people don't only use computers to surf and to shop online, but mostly they use mobile devices. So you can target maybe this specific group with a specific greeting. Just say, hey, is mobile device true? Or you can say false, like people that are using a computer, I would send a specialized offer. Or even easy is a returning visitor. So just don't check like how often he has been to your website, if it's been the first or the second time, third time, no specific number. You just would like to know if he has ever been on your website before. Mark this false if you want it to be a completely new visitor, or mark this true if you would like it to be a returning visitor. I like that condition for today, so I'm keeping it with that. But you can also have like multiple conditions in the audience, so you can pick as many as you like. You can add one over here, or just by pressing add condition, or you can delete conditions by clicking here. Well, for me today, the condition will be is returning visitor true. And then I'll just go to page targeting. So that goes into the details on which page you would like to show the greeting, or and at what time. So I can say, hey, after an amount of seconds on the web page, or like directly when I enter the web page. I always choose to keep it within a few seconds, because if you show it immediately, people might feel it's a bit aggressive and you're too much working on creating sales, so people might not appreciate it. Give them a couple of seconds to go to your website, and maybe on a product page, like if they spend more than 30 seconds on your product page, you would like to suggest you can help them. Well, for the demonstration, because I would like to show you the widget, I'm going for 10 seconds. And I can pick page selection, so I can choose on if I want to show it on every page, no matter what page the customer is visiting, or a specific URL. Um, and here I have certain options, so I don't have to know the exact URL. I can say, hey, starts with um, or ends with. I would like to go with the demonstration page right now, so I'll just go and take this one, and I want it to be equally to this one. And if I set the page, I can even add multiple pages, so I can give the same pop-up message to multiple different pages. But for my example, I'll keep it at one. But yeah, you can add as many as you like. And if you would like to show it on every page, I'd suggest just pick all pages. Well, next to that, let's go to the next step and say, when would you like to start sending this greeting, which is a great feature if you would like to have like special Christmas or holiday offers, for example. You can say, I would like it to start the week before Christmas, and I would like to end it directly after Christmas, or whenever you like, New Year's Eve. Yeah, for as long as the promotion is taking place. Yeah, for me, I would like to start it right now, and I would like to end it never. Yeah, meaning I can always adjust it manually, so delete it later on manually. And I can select the widget I would like to show it in, and that should be this widget. And if I would like to activate it, I have to set it on active. If I would like to depublish it, I can also choose to deactivate it, and then I'll save it. And it's done. So if I go to the overview right now, you can see there are two greetings. One has been shown a couple of times, the other one has not been shown yet, which is normal. And if I go to the website right now, and this might be exciting because I have two greetings on the same page. I'm not sure how long this will work. But let's just give it a couple of seconds and see what happens. If nothing happens, I get very excited. Might be because I've closed it before. Another thing to show you is this greeting doesn't have a name, and that can be done over here. So you can give it a recognizable name. So I can call this the webinar greeting, for example. So I know I've created this greeting during the webinar, but you can also pick a name to make it more recognizable, like maybe Christmas offer or whatever you would like. I can make it a little more easy, I guess, if I just change the page to end with. And if I go to the page again, it might be working. Good to know is if people ever choose to close a widget, so they press the X button, they will not receive any pop-up message for, I think, the next couple of 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. And I think it's not working because I'm already in a conversation. I'm just gonna save this. It's also funny when you try to do something, you try to give a demonstration and it's not working as you would like to. I'm gonna close this chat conversation. You can see I've responded to this greeting. So that's also a fun thing, like with our first demonstration I gave, you can see I clicked on this greeting. Hi, how can I help you? You can see the message over here and I can see it was a greeting. So this way, your employees can see if a consumer actually reacted to a greeting and they know how to address this customer. But now if I just restart this page, everything should be all right. Yeah, there you go. Hi, how can I help you? Well, that was the first message. Here is the second one. Hi, can I help you with Trengo? You can see that's the message we just created, Team Sales demo, and I can open it, write a reply. Yes, please. And if I go to the inbox, you can see the message has come in, and I've reacted to the greeting. And if I go to the settings and I go to Widget Automation, I can refresh this one. Give it a little time because my internet is a bit crooked today. Might help. Yeah, I think like it will show within a couple of minutes that this one has been sent. Yeah, 81 times, and this one has been sent one time because, as you can see, the metrics or the statistics are updated every 4 hours. But that's basically how you can create a webinar or a greeting in our new widget automation tool. Are there any questions so far? I'm guessing there are no questions, which is great. Is there anything else I can help you with? I've still got a few minutes left. Um, Considering Trengo or considering the website widget? Not yet. Just came into the presentation. Have you got all the steps, Marcel? Would you like me to go through it once more? Just a quick recap, maybe? Well, one little recap. If with the greetings, you can find them in settings under automation, widget automation. And then by pressing add greeting, you can just start creating a new one. Easy to say is you can decide who will send the greeting. You can make it sent by an entire team, a specific user, or a random user for a team. Well, you can always pick the user or the team just below. Team sales, for example. Now it picks Patrick at random this time, but it can be any user at any time. And then you can compose your message. So, hi. And you can compose it in multiple languages at the same time. So I can even add a Dutch message or a French message straight away. The default language is basically the language in which the pop-up will be shown if the browser language of the visiting user is not among the setup languages. For now, just keep an English one. Next step is choosing the audience. We have several metrics. For this one, you can choose to send it to everyone, or you can pick certain conditions. These are all the conditions. I've been through it just before. Basically, visitor data. So when has he been last seen on the website? Has he been visited the website before? Has he started a chat conversation before? Yes or no? And how long ago? How many visits has he paid to your website? So has he been to the website, left it, and come back? Total page views during a visit. So if one visits a website and goes through several pages, you can give them a certain campaign. You have some options with like Google advertisements or maybe other advertisements based on the source. So where did they come from? Which campaign did someone reacted to? Or which media was used and which term, and based on the contents of an advertisement. Referral URL, for example, if you use partner websites that link to your websites, you can give these people a specific promotion maybe, or give them a specific website. and check if someone is on a mobile device, yes or no. Maybe like target mobile users or even target PC users by going for false, for example. And lastly, you have if someone is a returning visitor, yes or no. So you can target people that have visited your website, I don't know how many times more often, just if he visits the website more often, yes or no. So if it's a new person or not. Yeah, as said before, you can add as many conditions as you would like. If you've chosen your audience, you can choose which pages the pop-up should be shown to and at what time. So you can pick immediately or after a certain amount of seconds, and you can say, hey, all pages or specific pages. And here you can add as many pages as you would like. Most of the time, just placing the part that comes behind the first slash will just do. So if I go for Trengo.com, for example, I can just pick like after slash demo or after live chat, and I can just say, hey, start with or end with live chat, for example, to keep me from having to remember the exact URL and working more and more quick or more fast. You can add specific or a limited number of different pages, so you can use the same greeting for multiple pages. And if you've done that, you can go to the next step and basically look at when you would like to show the widget. So if you would like to start it or add it to a specific holiday break maybe, or a specific offer, you can choose like, okay, I would like to implement a widget at that moment and stop it at that moment. And if you use multiple widgets in Trengo, you can even choose which widget should be used for the promotion and make it active or deactivate it. So that's basically how you create a greeting. Are there any questions? Yes. I think it's a really great way to get better in touch with your customers, especially if you can basically choose the audience, maybe like someone who is returning or someone who has responded to a certain campaign. You can address them with a nice personalized promotion code, or like, hey, if you choose a specific page, like maybe a product page, you can even choose like, hey, can see you're looking at this and this product. Did you know we also have it in this color, or something like that. But that being said, I've come to the end of this webinar. Good to know, because I see some people just join in. This webinar is recorded, so you can watch it back and see how I did all the steps. So if you want to implement the greetings, make use of the webinar to follow the steps and look at our help center. I'll provide you the link to the right article because I've explained it all over there as well. Dion, you can always start a chat with us on our website. Setting up variables for greetings. No, that's not the correct one. I'll give you the correct article. You're very welcome. Here, this is the article. I'll just send it to you. It's translated in Dutch as well for the people that prefer the Dutch version. But for now, I would like to thank you all for your attention and wish you the best afternoon. And Dion, I suppose I'll just see you in our chat on our website in a couple of minutes. Come. Thanks for joining, and bye-bye.